The Panama Canal, a crucial link between two of the world's largest oceans, faces an unusual challenge: a diminishing water supply. This issue is of paramount importance as billions of dollars in global trade, and nearly half of U.S. sea freight relies on the canal annually. The diminishing water levels are resulting in a reduction in the number of daily ship passages, causing a significant traffic bottleneck. Unfortunate ship captains confronted with this situation have three options: embark on an extensive detour, pay a premium for priority passage, or patiently wait in line. Regardless of the chosen option, the consequence is an inevitable increase in the transportation cost of the goods being carried. So why is this occurring? While the Panama Canal stands as an engineering triumph that played a crucial role in launching the U.S. as a global power over a century ago, its ingenious design has also rendered it susceptible to a very modern problem. Climate change has been steadily diminishing the crucial rainfall that the canal heavily relies on over the past decade, and the situation is deteriorating. Although there is a plan in place to address this issue, the looming question remains: will it be executed in time to prevent droughts from disrupting the global supply chain and causing a significant economic downturn in Panama? On the map, the Isthmus of Panama appears to be an ideal location for a canal. However, the challenging ground conditions made the construction anything but straightforward. The canal's ingenious design emerged only after a disastrous failed attempt that resulted in the loss of tens of thousands of lives and the tarnishing of the careers of two of France's most renowned engineers. The present-day canal is the outcome of a U.S. construction project completed in 1914. At its inauguration, it stood as a remarkable achievement for an emerging world power. Beyond establishing a new shipping route across a continent, the canal also featured the world's largest dam and artificial lake. Since its inauguration, the canal has played a pivotal role in global trade, with the milestone of the 1 millionth ship passing through its locks in 2010. However, subsequent years have brought about a series of challenges. In 2015, a significant drought led authorities to declare a state of emergency, resulting in restrictions on the size of ships permitted to navigate through the canal. The series of locks situated at each end of the canal are integral to its design, but also pose a vulnerability. The passage of a ship through one lock requires nearly 200 million liters of water. Although the newest locks can recapture up to 60% of this water, the canal primarily relies on the rainy season, occurring between May and December, to replenish water levels. This dependence on seasonal rainfall has become a critical factor in the canal's operational challenges. In 2015, the canal faced the driest rainy season in over a century, attributed to El Nino, a weather phenomenon impacting Central and South America. El Nino brings rain to some areas while causing droughts in others. Although El Niños occur periodically, climatologists asserted that this instance was particularly severe due to climate change, warning of increased frequency and severity in the future. True to predictions, the canal experienced its longest dry spell in history in 2023. While the canal can typically accommodate up to 40 ship crossings daily, this number plummeted to 24 in November of the previous year, with further reductions expected by February. This has resulted in a substantial traffic backlog, with 160 ships queued in August, causing a significant delay. Moreover, the ships navigating the canal are not operating at full capacity. The Neo-Panamax containers, the largest class of ships, are carrying 40% less cargo to maintain a higher position in the shallow water, exacerbating the impact of the reduced passage capacity. While the majority of canal passages are pre-booked, some slots are kept by canal authorities for auction to the highest bidder. In November of the previous year, a liquefied natural gas tanker paid an additional nearly $4 million on top of the standard USD $400,000 sailing fee to bypass the queue. In response to the capacity challenges, engineers are exploring solutions. In September of the last year, the canal authorities endorsed a plan to establish a new reservoir for the canal. Originally conceived in the late 90s, the proposal involves the creation of an artificial lake by damming the Indio River. An 8-kilometer tunnel would then supply fresh water to Lake Gatun. However, an obstacle remains. A 2006 law enacted to facilitate the expansion of the canal's locks prohibits the Canal Authority from constructing additional reservoirs. Overturning this law is crucial for the implementation of the Indio River Plan, and such a reversal is anticipated to face significant opposition. Panama finds itself amidst months of protests against a contentious new mining venture, sparking concerns about the potential environmental impact and the already fragile drinking water supply. The likelihood of encountering similar opposition to any plan for a new reservoir adds complexity to the situation. While Panama grapples with these challenges, alternative schemes that could bypass the canal are gaining attention elsewhere. In May 2023, Nicaragua's foreign minister hinted at a potential collaboration with Belarus to construct a canal across his country. This route, initially considered by the U.S. in the 1900s, was discarded in favor of the shorter Panama option. In 2022, Zergratran, a Florida-based company, initiated a project to construct a 130-kilometer-long tunnel in neighboring Colombia. The tunnel, utilizing maglev trains, aims to transport shipping containers coast to coast in just 30 minutes. The most formidable contender for the canal's dominance is Mexico's interoceanic corridor, currently in the construction phase. Upon completion, it will provide a 300-kilometer route via road and rail links, facilitating the transport of both freight and passengers. The fate of the canal and trade in this region remains uncertain, with the outcome likely taking years to materialize. Whether the Panama Canal maintains its global supply chain dominance or becomes just one of many options is yet to unfold. If the latter scenario unfolds, it would mark the end of the golden age of one of the world's most remarkable engineering projects, signaling a shift from its historic prominence to a new era where alternatives reshape the landscape of global transportation. The consequences will be dire for Panama. For one, Panama's economy relies heavily on the canal. In 2022, it generated $432 billion in revenue, equivalent to about 6.6% of the country's GDP. The El Nino-induced drought could cost the canal an estimated $200 million in revenue in its current fiscal year. But the drought also threatens Panama's water supply. Lake Gatun, which feeds the canal, also supplies half of Panama's drinking water, and a single ship's transit requires as much water as 500,000 Panamanians consume in a day. Panamanian officials have responded to the drought with tight controls on canal transit. In recent months, the Panama Canal Authority has restricted passage through the canal from about 36 to 24 ships per day, a limit that will be further reduced to 18 ships in February.